Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. It is hard to believe it's already Friday, and our lesson plan is definitely getting larger. We're going to do our downtown hunt, be opening 3 packs of Optic, of course, see if we can get our first downtown ever. And we're also going to do a product review. Prizm was delivered yesterday. My son Graham, he opened up a blaster box yesterday. He was happy, so we're going to see what we get out of ours today. And we're also going to do a VR for budget rips. Let's get into it. All right, class is in session, and we're going to begin with a VR for budget rips. He just passed 400 subscribers, and he wanted to know, who do you PC? Do ignore my mess here. We're not in the classrooms. I don't have my normal set, but just going through some cards, putting them into sets. But as a kid, my main PC was Mark Grace. That's right. He was my favorite baseball player. There's a ticket, the first Cubs game that I ever went to. But Mark Grace, he was the man for me. I was right-handed, but I tried doing everything else just the way that he did. So when I went to a Cubs game, I would watch the way he kind of smoothed the dirt around first base, and try to spit like him even. Just my favorite baseball player of all time. I love the way that he played the game. And one time I remember asking my dad, Dad, can I get some batting gloves? And he said, well, son, Mark Grace, he doesn't wear batting gloves. Are you sure you want to get them? And I'm like, ooh, you got me there. How about just one batting glove? He's like, I don't know. I don't see Mark Grace wearing one batting glove. So that was the PC of my youth. Now, my favorite quarterback of all time was Brett Favre. And as we go into like dollar bins, 50-cent bins, and card shops, I do look and try to clean out all the Brett Favres that they have there. And same thing, I just love the way that he played football. In his eyes, the Packers were never out of the game. They never had enough points. He was the true gunslinger, that's for sure. And of course, growing up on the south side of Chicago, having Brett Favre for the quarterback made my life easy. Now, my current PC for baseball is Nico Horner. I am working on a couple of rainbows of his, and I mainly started to collect Nico Horner a couple years ago as my boys were growing up, hoping that maybe they would want a PC Nico Horner as well. Now, Graham, who's your favorite Cub?
Morel.
Christopher Morel. So it's just me doing the Nico Horners here, but again, I just like the way that he plays baseball, working on a couple of rainbows of his, and I like his approach at the plate. He's a good fielder, not scared to get a little bit dirty. I love this picture from Series 2 this year. So those are my baseball and football PCs. Here's also a custom card that Graham made for me. Very cool. Alrighty, let's get to our product review here. Prizm of football. And the downer is the lack of case hits. So if you take a look here, folks, that's all you can get. So pretty much the jersey cards are the only thing. No autographs, no numbered cards. So that definitely stinks. I know to get the first off the line is probably over $1,000. So, this is a cheaper version to get those base cards that you want, maybe a parallel or two. But I do think that's a bad move on a Panini. Give us something to chase after. Now, Graham, you did get you were pretty happy with your patch card from yesterday. What patch did you get?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs. You are a Jahmyr Gibbs fan. So that was good for you. All right, let's see what I can get into here today. All right, so there's the card right there. Ooh, Nick Chubb. Mr. Ford had a nice game yesterday, though. I think he had 2 touchdowns, right? It was not good for Jackson, his fantasy football, though. Here's our Disco Prizm of Hunter Renfrow. A.J. Brown. So we'll probably, I think, get one insert out of here. I think that's what you got, Graham.
Mm-hmm. The Prizm.
Patrick Surtain. Davis Mills, that'll go in the student pile once I get back to school. Darnell Washington. Mike Evans, hoping he has a nice game for the Bucks, the resurging Bucks. So I usually don't buy a lot of Prizm. Usually it's not a really good product. For me, I think last year I bought 2 or 3 blasters. Kind of the same thing definitely this year. And I feel like for the past few years, Cole Kmet's a nice card right there. He's playing well for the Bears. Notre Dame legend as well. And the hype of Ramondre Stevenson. Shout out to Jackson's fantasy football team. He's had Ramondre starting for the past couple of weeks, even though he is on the IR. So this will probably be it for the Prizm. For me, if I want to get some singles of anyone, that'll be the way to go. But without any of the chase, number cards, autographs, Joey Bosa, none of the top rookies so far. Tank Dell, rookie for the Texans. Ahmad Sauce Gardner adding the sauce. Maybe the kid reporters are the most expensive card here. And I think, you have to get a box kind of like Graham's to kind of make it worth it for you. There's Jerome Ford right there. A couple touchdowns. Yesterday, Jordan Addison. Nice wide receiver for the Vikings, playing the Green Bay Packers this weekend. Tyler Boyd. That's our silver Prizm, I believe. Yes, it is. Tyler Boyd. Tariq Woolen. All right, last pack here. So, Graham, you rated your box a 7. Right now, I'm thinking mine's like a 1.
Unless you get those patch cards, there's really nothing you can do.
That's right. Christian Watson, hopefully he plays this week. Xavier McKinney. Ooh, Tyrann Mathieu. So like I said, folks, I would probably stay away from the Prizm. Go and get the rookies, singles that you want. Otherwise, it is tough sledding for sure. All right, but every Friday here we go downtown hunting. All can be saved with the downtown. Now, I'll be honest, have not got a downtown at all, but I've also got a lot of nice cards out of Optic. Quite a few autographs of good players, PC players of mine as well. So there's always that with this product. And Prizm, just don't get it. All right. Jerry Jeudy. Russell Wilson, no longer the quarterback. Jonathan Allen, Jacoby Myers, George Pickens. I think he had a touchdown. He had a big game last week, in fact. I think I have about 5 autos pulled out of here. A couple Packer PC players, Dorsey Levens, Antonio Freeman, just to name a couple of them. Lighting up Damian Pierce. I wish these cards would glow in the dark. Pierre Strong Jr. There's another Jerome Ford on the rated rookie, though. It's pretty sweet. All right, one more pack to go as we go downtown hunting today, folks. All righty. Oh, what do we got? T. Higgins. Shut out again. What are you going to do, folks? Class is
Dismissed.
Dismissed.